Hi, today we're putting the spotlight on the Databases app. The Dynatrace Database app provides AI-driven unified visibility across your entire database estate, whether you're running your databases on-premise or in the cloud. Whether you're a DBA or an engineer that accesses a database, it helps you to understand whether your databases are healthy, and if they're not healthy and impacting your business, point you to the root cause. Now, I'm here on the Dynatrace Playground tenant, as you can see. If you are on your own tenant, you will probably have the app already installed. But if you're here, just click on open and let's get right into it. On your own tenant, you will probably want to start by adding a database instance. On the top right, you see the Add DB instance. So if you click on it, you automatically get through the wizard, select your database vendor, walk through it, and in the end, it will configure the extension for you. Now let me close out of here, discard the changes, because on the Playground tenant where I am, I already have things pre-configured. Now what you've also probably noticed is that this app looks very familiar. Like many Dynatrace apps, it greets me with an overview of how many database instances are currently running. It seems one is unhealthy. I also get a link to ready-made dashboards. There's also a workflow template that comes with the app that automatically pulls in execution plans from some of the database instances and types we support to also give you execution plan insights for you to optimize your queries. As I said, on the Playground tenant here, we already have a lot of these extensions enabled. So I go straight into clicking on the database instance button, which gets me into the Explorer view. Now the Explorer view, like many other Explorer views in Dynatrace apps, on the left side, it allows you to filter on any type of vendor, on status. So you're getting the idea how this works. You can also filter on timings. Most important for me is I get an overview of my database instances. And it seems here I have a couple of Postgreses. Now what's new is we also have some alerts here, ready-made alerts. That means we identified, it seems that there's an issue with Postgres availability. I can jump right into it if I want to. I will show you a different way though, because I want to explore the app a little bit with you, right? But just be aware that we are automatically providing health alerts for you here that you can configure, and you can also specify your custom alerts. Now, let's have a quick look into that database instance. So this is a Postgres instance. We're looking here into the last 30 minutes, and you probably notice that on the overview page, we have a health score, server uptime, and cache hit ratio. These are three very critical health indicators, and the health score actually is an aggregate across multiple health indicators. Cache hit ratio, database size growth, deadlocks, rollback rate, that's the one that actually marks the database from our perspective as unhealthy. And you can actually see what's wrong here and why Dynatrace marks this particular app as having issues. Right? We show you the critical metrics here from a database perspective, the number of queries being executed, active connections, rows written, rows read, obviously. Now, there is more information in the different tabs, whether it's around info, it's around different metrics that we have here, database statements. So here I will see the actual SQL queries that are executed, and also being able, for those where we can get them, also analyze the execution plan. There's more stuff happening here that you can see. Let me go back to the overview. Here we have, as I said, the metrics. You can also directly jump from here and view the metric, and then it points you directly to that particular metric in question. All right, let's scroll up again. Let's go to the databases. There's two database instances here, so we are monitoring a Postgres, and it comes with Postgres and the RD admin. That means obviously you get full insights into every single instance as well. Now, last thing I wanted to highlight, coming back to what we saw in the very beginning, if Dynatrace detects a problem, one of our alerts, you can now also hover over that alert, either jump to the metrics that trigger that alert, or you can also investigate that problem. Now, investigating the problem means the app itself, like many other apps in Dynatrace, goes into the investigation mode of a problem. That means the filter is set on the problem, the time frame is also set to the problem time range, and now you can analyze everything in the context of when this particular problem happened. All right, what else is there for me to say? We talked a lot about alerts. I'm sure you've spotted it. there is the alert template. The alert template tab here allows you to configure the templates for your individual database types. And there's also some alerts that are kind of global that you can also configure. If you have access to the settings, you can also click here. Now with this, do me a favor, explore the app. There are many different views that we provide. Fortunately, it seems now the problem is gone. So it seems also my Dynatrace auto remediation in the backend worked. My database is back into a healthy state. Check out all of the different things. Also check out the configurations. I almost missed this one, right? We give you full insights into all of the configuration settings. That's obviously depending on the type of database that you have. Yeah, but that's it. The Dynatrace Database App for database admins and for anybody that relies on healthy databases, a great way to see into an app, into a database, into database instances, the critical metrics, and also everything is obviously linked to the applications that are called in the database. Hopefully this was useful. Enjoy the database app. See you next time.